just on the cusp and trying to prove a point in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Penn State Nittany Lions. Taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Out of the gun to give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wants to throw. It's Stocker. Finds the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Guys, let's think big picture for a minute and talk about Penn State. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these 2 teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. Offense in an empty set. Quarterback making checks. He'll start this drive going to the air. Quickly complete. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Man, a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Harvey. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
Really nice job on third down by this offense. This offense has struggled on third downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it third and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
To the ground. He's got it again. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Fires to the big fella. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
Wants to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Well, I know that one falls incomplete, but as the head coach, you've got to still love what you've seen from your quarterback early in this game. He's been accurate, in a great rhythm. To start the game 4 for 5, that's pretty good.
They're dealing with a second and long. The offense changing the play. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. This time it's complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. And the Vols will snap it on 1st and 10. Nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1, was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. So the QB sneak is supposed to be a guaranteed non-loser. There are no guarantees in football.
No, there was nothing there for him right away. I think he thought he could try to sneak to the outside and maybe go get it using his speed, but he didn't fool anybody. Defense was ready. He ends up losing yards.
Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the second quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Trying to run it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Let's see what he can do with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Sends the offense back onto the field. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the... Oh, he's got some space. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to him in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
Looking for a man. It's Stocker. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls in.
And the Nittany Lions will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Under fire. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, just nowhere to go there. And it started in the pocket. It was collapsing. Quarterback felt it, so he tried to get outside, make something happen himself, but give the defense tons of credit. Excellent job in pursuit. They're able to give up no gain.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback may change this route. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
The Volunteers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
So now it's 2nd and long. He leaves it with his back. They almost got a 1st down there. Stopped a yard short. It'll be 3rd down.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Tennessee.
And the Volunteers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
And that's a nice 3rd down conversion for this offense. And I tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those 1st downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in 1st downs. They'll get one, and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple 1st downs together, get one of those long drives going.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires to the wideout. With the catch, it's Harvey. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
This offense has become a 1st down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the 4th quarter, they're going to be gassed.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
He'll try the left side. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
The Vols come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Looking to throw for it. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And that lead grows even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. West Virginia is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. They're trailing by 10 to Middle Tennessee. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking for a man, it's Stocker. With the catch, it's Hayes. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
Looking to throw on 1st down. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
And that's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got the play.
There he goes. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Looking downfield very late in the half. Gets it out fast. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
Real smart play. Great job. Get the positive yards, and then get your booty out of bounds.
The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Stocker. Fires to the middle. Finds a tight end down the gut. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. This will likely be the last play of the half. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll play it safe and try for 3. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. This is now a 7-point game. That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Kick it off to start the second half. Hauls it in inside his 20, and here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So here is the Tennessee offense. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. If you're getting 5+ yards, that is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with that.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. Dragged down at the 30 after a 5-yard gain.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Might be changing the route. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Harvey. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Another big play on the outside, and that's the thing that historically has gotten Rocky Top rolling.
Yeah, so much fun to watch playmakers outside that they can run by you and go make big plays. Opens up the whole field, the whole offense, and this Orange fan base goes absolutely bananas.
Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. No, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They go to the ground. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Trying play action. Fires it incomplete.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Looking to pass. It's Stocker. snagged in the middle. It's Reynolds. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to throw it right down the middle. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
We know about this running back's versatility. He's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Complete to the left. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Zings it complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The Nittany Lions moving quickly to the line. Going to swing it on second down. Snags it. Oh, and he thought he had a chance to house him, but the defense tackles him at the 3.
Well, that's a great job by the quarterback there not panicking, right? Because you know it's a blitz, and trust me, you know you're going to get blasted, but you keep reading coverage, and you find your check down throw, get it out of your hands, and pick up the first down.
This offense trying to quieten the crowd on first and goal, and they are not cooperating. Looking to throw, it's Stocker. Fires into the end zone. Finds his big tight end. And he will score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. The extra point here would tie the game. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
From inside the 15, here comes the return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Turning it on. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. And the Vols come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. To the air on first down. Snagged out of the air. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Second down coming up. Wants to go up top. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. From the gun, wants to pass. Going to try to get it himself. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Finds his tight end.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan limiting him so far. That's only his second catch of the game.
Get set. Pulls and throws off the RPO. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth, all tied up. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. A first down run on the doorstep. Touchdown ball! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's shown it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. UMass needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with that crowd there in Amherst behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Toledo. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this meeting in the MAC.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
Here's a heat. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. The defense coming up big there. The sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit, too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Looking for a deep man. Makes a grab down the middle. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. The Nittany Lions with the 1st and 10. To throw, it's Stocker. Fires to the middle. Finds the big tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Good timing on the quick out. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
On the move, it's Hayes. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
That's it, 5. He makes a grab. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And this is the chance for this offense. A first and goal, fourth quarter, trying to tie the game up. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State!
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. He'll pull it down. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Every possession later in the game means so much more. You start getting the fourth quarter, one-possession games, QB drops back and makes these first downs. These extra set of downs now become so much more important late in these ball games.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Just when they're looking run, now up top. Quick completion on the out route. Timeout on the field, and everybody want to make sure they're organized as we come down the gut of the game. The Volunteers have it with a 1st and 10. The inside handoff. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Running it to the right. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on 3rd down expecting him to get the ball again.
They'd love to make this kick easier by picking up a few on 3rd down. It's 56 yards out from here. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
That is how it's done on third down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
Wants to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground covered to pick up the first.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field, but you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your second and third read some, but we've got to stay aggressive.
The run to the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I think the run defense, a lot of times late in the game, you always wonder how well it'll hold up. Nice job on this play by this defense, getting in and getting the running back on the ground.
And the Volunteers come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll throw on third and short. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. Defense takes a timeout with 30 seconds remaining. Tie game here late in the fourth. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on fourth down. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Going for it on fourth down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Fires to the wideout. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down.
You got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
They'll go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll give it to the back. They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8.
And as a defense, you're playing so aggressive, just trying to get downhill. And how about the running back? Runs it and gets a little bit to the right. So now they're on the right hash. So maybe the kicker likes it from that area. But this offense doing everything they can to set up for the game-winning field goal.
They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. And this will be for the win.